pay. Lawyer Henry Nana Boache, good morning.
Good morning, Inaba.
Commander Napumboko.
Therefore, Yamia Darama, ordinance what Yao Minister wants to know a pump from Moye.
Yamina Dum, yes, so.
Really, my home with some crowd, none so my men was the Sunko, Maya. Ja, Yidi can be a year radio TV for a bit here, many dinner secretary, now if you want to crown a year, Thanksgiving at the Bayern, so most I saw you. Ma, Jumadini in our court, also couldn't prepare, and you know, my men for a few case usual, and they were couldn't case out the tree. I mean, that would be asking. Now, a year, a theatre, and a question they came with your money effect. I mean, because when you
Yes, also, now, yes, you damase, no bia na ya de mana na niso. Na some kai crown pose munchinia santimem tumbaba na monimu anam sanchefo abedin komo na yatwentwen ye kwa enim na mo nyina osi etubum no eno nso so ye niso na menim se de esini mu di kuko mu komo no ebekọ saa so pepepe
sa pepepe no kwasem ni yanya brepa say we need a renewed revived relationship and the idea e be so Inyamo na ama yejuma no so no akoso
Sambanya masumdwe na obia betie mo hihye ya mode ba na ebema adwuma na yemre especially for election 2024 no na no ada de see wo Kumase Mountain so Eduso health work no mamo ye unu se adwuma no eya e den kakra na especially from your own region.
Oh there be nyame ho ane se party penning for a year and right down I was a year juma. Sans it's a semra, it's just an ebea, bit me, a dear juma, debia, ye debia, in the way near Henry and Abortin and a bee, memra, and then ye Justin from Ponco Diamra.
Sure.
And then ye Chairman Stephen I used to instinct a national council. In the absence of conference, National Council is the highest decision-making body. National Council has the code of conduct. The young fine sister Nema through Mombuso Franca at the Maye. And she said, "It's not a more wanting near Casa near the year Juma." That's just a part, baby, who said, "Any unfrankra in Susuye, and I say, I drink in the year Juma." And she said, "Yeah, part in penny for Cottonasty, 27th of July, 2001. I feel quite answer. As I say, you know, any idea, Juma. And he, Mumudi, no custom ni a mummy, Nemuno, a year party in sister, any party, Mura National Council, Juma, you know, and a majority party in penny for the Bay Juma. Never.
Right. So the will be who say there. As you have two issues to deal with. Nanke walk na ankasa and they say next time be abeka we assemble kuswa efimu eba ye. How are you worried? And somebody near Hobson eko kan no.
Never make sure assemble it yawa. Let me get this after it be a neno. It be doing come and party penny for the National Steering Committee ETI. Na Mr. Sir, na home popuye and want to ye a dream be a buyer. A quantum penny for the mining in Ano, the General Secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Justin from Poncodia, lawyer, or the Sanchi Shire, anything in Ano about one thing. In the Mr. Sir, Memo Quacoye,
sure,
national organizer, Mr. General Secretary. And a general secretary is the chief spokesperson of the party. In the end, I'm coming to court to the debate at Twabont. With the Twabont here, I feel me, or better, I should amplify the statement. No, no, dear, not the minimum income. The no, nice, a general secretary, as organizer. A year central for any get home. Nature, a year, I dream for I free a national steering committee. The more buy. And me per se, me round me bring.
Sure.
Emomono, the idea you know the general secretary Eddie kind of letter by. In fact, even before Zakrat out the buy, now you could did you make be a year the central mosque Kanda,
Yeah.
not chief national chief imam at the
Yeah.
now the vice president of the republic, Obi, now national chairman, now your mammy chief of staff for son of Pimunanga, His Excellency the president, and Obi. Bakaya or Dinkomobi, and Komodi, and so Brano Biano, Yana, yet your once before. Is used to need a president, then money about the vice from 1982. Now, not yet. And this the Genesis and Kayako Yenima, and Kabesa, and can money about the president. Lanka, at least to France on the other kind. And I dream pop back, Crown of Faso General Secretary on that same platform.
Yeah.
Condemned that statement and rebuked him. In fact, he described it as a joke. And this is a national officer. And one train a month from a crown for some Kukumuna, make Quaco country say, as more time and next time, I say, on the same platform. And so, and Mr. Now what is work a crab you say, and not a crab yet. And then also a video buyer, many a penny, the chairman. Bernard and Kubusiako, video BPA, and also General Secretary. A trocrator, a board chairman, Wontumi womb, because a chairman with you. In fact, we can't invite him. I'm have a lunch. Oh, Tang Palace. The lunch, the mono, only didn't go on or catch a chairman, the chairman. Community, that is a code of conduct. Seneca, the not sure letter a ball, I want to meet you. Now, the one you say who said, I'm for maybe get treatable or social media. I see a groom to work. Yeah, offer a BBI of Alan Martin. And now, when you put your work, Yaman. General Secretary spoke on not less than 10 radio stations, appealing to them to desist from organizing the work. In fact, Oshadasa called another radio station for now a year as impact for almost 2-3 hours. As I make it the appeal, it was a Thursday. The Omunyai. Also, as national organizer, SRK say, what it's here a year a code of conduct. And you best will cry the idea. I thought I be on my beer wound. Activities need be wise spontaneous. Go one and say, be a Jumedi BS, baby, Nebio Biaka. It is if the National Coordinator Casa, if not. That event was even organized and put together by the National Coordinator. But yet, the General Secretary rebuked him. And the General Secretary's own regional chairman, the Dean of all regional chairpersons, and so can be Emma General Secretary, first paragraph. It's really a new one. You who say a person, General Secretary, come as this one, and General Secretary Casano, medical said, one can say, you're running to you. Say, be a medium, says someone you. He was speaking on the authority of National Council. And it must be the as well. The organizers of the work, women fear crowd. I will also women fear crowd. In fact, some were even saying, come to one bay. And you could be a no. It's okay. No question. Hey, Young so young ma emra National Council Association. Titia so. The dear Bako who here ye party cohesion, party unity. And the law must be applied without fear or favor. Because you perceive a yes, how to make you in a not obey and was here the Maria Juma. In the NS of question, can't be been ya. A fear may be been ya, Rebecca. Oh, and the regional chairman, VDP, you know, it was an endorsement of the vice president. Yet the general secretary found it unpleasant. He issued a statement, mentioned his name, and cautioned him. And said, no, chairman, wait a minute, penny on our original chairman yet. And it was all over. The general secretary condemns Chairman Wontumi's endorsement. It was all over. And chairman remained calm. Chairman respected the party structures. And Namiano Ukrainian man, till ne castle baby, then be Odiso Pepe.
101.3, Wontumi Radio.
It means I am a Yawagi women in our partners, the general secretary Akasa, so when I, a beneficial monostate organize a walk, no, and yen, it's not your big guy. I hope. As the film.
Do you anticipate, sir, going forward, you have a hell of time managing such things? Because not party for no.
We are going to apply the law. So, who said law no abide it. The law no a year juma. I think that until say you better crying, see some of these active campaigns now. People will abide by it. And let me confirm this on your platform. The national executives led by Chairman Stephen Ayens's team, we are going to be very firm, resolute, and strong. Look, me, Nanabi, you can insult me, but when I know, say, I'm applying the law, code of conduct like a whole, you be reading the black and white, you apply it to the letter. And that is why you voted for us. You voted for us to become leaders so that Emra and Penifobation, hey, I say, yes, manners and clean financial, and I say, Sabia Cronto. Na Chairman Stephen Ayesu in Timo National Chairman. Na almost to abandonment over 1 million say debate ya. Ne odos kwa. Eni padom then edit say JF you know. Na mo demand say general secretary no. O man be na sebi mo onfa kumi a ewo ye mra ni mo fa nya adwuma ta. Na say mo dis na na bia no national youth organizer ni my national organizer. Na say mra no be into the man be ye adwuma. Na ma me san ka say e no kre. There have been several breaches of the code of conduct since the 2021. I would admit that there have been several breaches. But on bay, the police in the Nejuma. Now, wo ukuta oka, o license wo, oka registration, insurance no BBA. They be a wuchemo police for you. Ye nyina. They be a wuchemo ye nyina. Die jina wo de. O si oh, na mo kwekura so mo nyina de ewu. Nti anu ankwanko jina mo. Anya ba sa na e ka no. Anya ba mo sa na e ka no. Dabi. So we admit that there have been several breaches. But if there have been several breaches, it does not mean that we need to abandon the code of conduct or the law or the regulation. They say a 1992 constitution na ebo Ghana ho brenti. Say bia obi etieti na nim ba ko mienu ntiese no 1992 constitution yanko tungu enya adwuma. Dabi. Eti mesre na maka no party mpanimfo ahyia. Na an official communication ever out. Is the general secretary who is going to communicate. The do January 2 here. You know, and you are going to comment on it.
Yeah, me that's your pay.
I have no small.
Lawyer Henry Nana Boachi is the national organizer of the Great New Patriotic Party. And no, Edru was so hard work. And ne mpopoye ne mantua no ehun sebnibi ankomobo no they will apply the laws. Fogo
Anyway,
akwaba
ya eja
aso
Oheneba.
akwaba
Ya. Obiade.
obisi mo say na watwe bia bo otin ho kase.
Ko pesa obe sponsor na.
We are some busa.
We like kakre
And we say we ya no. And I won't be ya no.
Emu sheda nye drinti ka. Yesia wa chire wa na maka chire wo. Ana ka de number ne mama ana ka ne delay bia na. Me kan say ya na bia wa ko na chi.
Sa. O ka se me musa wa fidie suzu.
Sa.
Na oti wo oti mu aye no.
Foku nti anya ndai. Ya anya ndai.
What the man?
The man we chire ho o muza e chire ho. Ye wi ana the man we chire ho.
So o ka se bisa nti onya bisa yi ono awudi se wa bisa. Nti chire ono no age.
Okay.
Waje feed no.
Yanko.
Na so ti say.
Eye.
Amachia se nsuo no.
Oh, eye nsuo na ntomo.
What are they say ya asempa o.
Ntomo.
Ta.
Enye no honta. Enye no honta.
Say so de sem na mo.
Okay, mame nkwa se metumi ne Dr. Isaac Brackon, a political science lecturer, University of Education, Winneba. Mino Abonkoma. Doc, good morning.
Me Josu you know ba.
The negative side, and it's a party for the national executives newly elected are going to have a hell of time managing their party people. Ushe edu so health work a course so ewu kumase and the month so say bia when I work in the for so bia e den ama party mperifo. The other leg of it is that a bit of say oh a term for you be actual party mperifo say oh say na man for kasa party man crab bu and say the near married den to no one shot 2024 months so nkoto ba we die say the mu pie ba mountain so no e dia o keka so nkuni Kenya bia banti party mperifo mpo ema omu aninye ensem me no dia hen ena wo begina any party for any omu adin komo as a political science lecturer.
Ayo ye to abawi a na ye party bia eba say wodi na chi tai odi na ho odi nyina tai party no waban mu no na odi nkunim ene party waban awo aban no aban ne ho kire no enti kamgiri se ebre enyanso ye na akwaba se wo betumirika na se oye warm up bi kakra enti ebinom se ene omobeye ombetenti omumpomu kakra sanse ekoyi no won se fa ba bi wo aban mu de a wo no saade no wo ye wadwuma se aban mu nipa no na wo san fa ho so ye adwuma wo so ahu wo de bo campaign enti wa hwe ni ye na wo so wo tena ho no ma wa hwe ye na se na boni ensemboni fi wo mpaase enti ene na akoba na se enti megide se sabre no party no betimi aka kire ne manyina ase fie mienu kura no enya nuye ya won fie nan ye ntwe mo fa nwiye enti adwobre obi enya botre entwen kosi bra ebi ombehye se ye bie kwan obi enko wonse na omampani kofo bre so ne nkofo bi so yi omti se ya o saki omso omonko omonfi ni minister ni cabinet monko ekodu biribi enti mitiri se party ni wo timetable bi a obeka se afedi eye se obi ekọ campaign a obetimi akọ enti mitiri se we enyade a ehadwen bi a omobetimi asiesi
sa party mpenfo beye ne se irekete ye show bi ase ma onye ma onto na mowe na party man bebuso na atwamfo yinim se maybe they have lost control of the party na undermine their authority and say ombebu omani agudi ekoso no so no makro nkakra kopim se ombebie officially ato onam sere be ya enkotwa mfonyini bi sɛ wo mun sɛ da party no so no emu aye ha no ni mu dia hene ana abesusu dia ma wo mu
yɛsɛ twene bi sɛ nsamafoɔ twene o sɛ deɛ yi o obomu a o maame ewu wa bomu su a o papa
ewu
nti mu deɛ na abɛbɔ o yɛsɛ between the devil and the deep blue sea me gide sɛ ɛno ne sɛ deɛ yɛka kasa bebuo bi sɛ deɛ mu adi deɛ wonni nkɔ deɛ aka kyire yɛbɔ ho ban enti sɛ yɛbɛka sɛ deɛ atwa mu ntwam na mmom efi na ɛkɔ no enkosi bra party no ade n'ani abu sɛ ɔbɛhyɛ sɛ afei deɛ wokɔkɔyɛ o campaign abetimi akɔ no obiara nyɛ saa nneɛma ho sɛm no bio obiara kyerɛ sɛ obiara na amanfo MG sɛ party man be di so ekuo eba bia wasɛdeɛ ne sɛ wodi ekuo ne mmra ɛbɛyɛ adwuma wanfa ekuo ne mmra anya adwuma dia ekuo no wɔ kwan a ɔbɛtumi afa so atwenwa so sɛ ɔmatwe nipa bia so pɛn ɛyɛ meka de ayɛhwɛso kɛkɛ wo yɛwura foko ɛna ɔpɛni kwabena Japan on the MCC no ɔmatwe saa asotwe na asensen enti ɛnɛ waba koraa am sɛ ɔno so wabɔ ne tiri mu pɔsɛ wonya obetu franka ama party no ɛna yewura crab ame crab enti ɔmo betimi wani so amfa party no hye ya anya dwuma ɛne na nya obi ne kumantwi na bosi akona na ɔde ne ti ekɔgye akyerema
Hobson Adoye's comment ohun say a candidate and I say the otachi Orala Nchematin and the Behano in the run up to your presidential primaries and I say it to be extended to party Nankasa the MPP will have to deal with
Sadia we ababeda no me who say na eye party no hyehyɛ ya na sadeɛ bi abɛyɛnsen na hobi ɛna na wɔka ho asɛm ɛno ne sɛ party no na ɛyɛ nkrɔfoɔ bi a wɔmokɔte protest movement bi the Aborigines Rights Protection Society 1897 sɛ ɔmo ne kwasi broni hyehyɛ bi a na wɔde gu agye ensase a na yɛnsi Sudan fa nyefu ɛde ama enyiresi broni no ehema no na saa kuo no science ade ne timi fi Land Bill Act ne fi efiri hɔ no ntino ekuo no emu yɛ mmerɛ na nya amanyokuo enti 4th August 1946 no ɔmo te UGCC no na saa nkrɔfoɔ ne bi titiri kura Eugene search no money ade ebe share UGCC no mu nti UGCC for no na ARPS for no bi wom UGCC ni first political party a yɛte no memu hasen emu ekra na omo ne kofa yewura kwa me nkroma fi abrochire baaye na obeye omo general secretary na mentime ho ase bi nti na kwa me efiri mu kote ne party nti UGCC no na eye the Gold Coast colony no ehɔ na ɛwɔ enti mento aso no ma menka saa geographical locations we na bɛboa yɛn nkɔmɔdie no mu ɛsan sɛ parties a mebɛbobɔ no nyinaa no na bi yɛ confined to specific geographical locations bi enti wɔman no nyinaa no na anafoɔ fam ha ɛyɛ ɛnɛ western north central eastern greater Accra ɛna serving tip of water region a year beyond the banks of Rio Bota. One say a Portuguese for be years so no yensuo ni nyina to no edin e wo Portuguese mu wo baby any Cote d'Ivoire for bosh ye no omo fe no Rawo Swero eye river Ankobra no eye river Ankobra ne wo ho no mo river river ba ko fe no Rawo San Juan de pomo penny bi eno ye pra enti votan sa no mo frɛ no enti ho no na ye the Gold Coast colony ɛna ene Ashanti wo fi pra so kɔ Asante memu ho akokosi kintampo tifi ho no mo no na ye ene Bronafo Bono East ane ahafo Bono East ahafo ɛna Asante na no so ye Asante ne ka na Asante prekope Asante region di ayi Kwame Nkrumah na beti Bono ahafo no efi Asante mu 1959 ɛna di aka wo mentifi ni nyinaa so na ye Northern Territories na extreme tips of northeast, northern, upper east, efafa oti, ebefa water, apampemu ho no mu nyina no. Na no so na ekatogo ho na ye under German rule. Enti nkoma ye di no fa kese na befa the Gold Coast colony Asante ene Northern Territories ho. Aha, enti bra UGCC oni Kwame Nkrumah kosi eni 1951 election, general election edi kan ye ne Ghana ha sei no. Wenti me ehunu so kura enti party no na hoɔden kɔ fam ɛma ɛkasa afie chia 4th May 1952 owura ka ebusia ɛbɛte Ghana Congress Party na ɛno so no wɔn ne UGCC ne other parties ne wɔn ne CPP Kwame Nkrumah CPP ne other parties no contest in 1954 elections no ɛhɔ so wɔn ehunu so saa ɛna nanka 1954 na de yɛbɛkɔ fa ahodie nanso niema mmienu bi nti party bi sɔre wɔ asante memu a yɛfɛ no National Liberation Council movement a wɔn say Kwame Nkrumah kɔte koko akɔbɔ koko buo bi hɔ na koko firi ba no ɛmoa wɔn nti ɛne wɔn pɛ federation nti yɛate yɛ ho ɛna afei Togoland foɔ no nso question no na yɛ ansa yɛ nti saa nneɛma mmiɛnsa wɔ nti na ɛsɛ wɔn pɛ ano yie enti amaya ko hihye election edi Ghana be kofa hodie 56 enti NLM no eno so ehunu so na GCP no enipa ekodom ye no ye UGCC na eguo no emu nipa ena NLM no so no na ye saa GCP na UGCC fo abehye mu no omo so kohye mu ma ena party bi 1954 ho na no Northern Territories na make no so no party bi be fi ho ba ya na efe no Northern People's Party omo so no omo say esrem mantifi wo de to anafo ha no ma omo puntuo akachire kura enti omo say no for the Northerners enti omo say esrem nyam puntuo te said anafo puntuo wona asa na Ghana nyafa hodie omo so omo pie ene yenya Muslim Association Party omo so no omo de omo dwedwe omo support no fi enzongo so wo Kumasi ena fe enzongo so wo serving sector ha sei enti na nso ye ane ho kremofo party bi ena fe akire enkrafo so kote ekuo bi gashifie mokwe no mo so se enkrafo development ne ema bi kamuni ade enti no ye ma omunya enti no kwakwa no ho se pressure group bi enti se kuo yi nyina no ebra ye wura Kwame Nkrumah di ade no na ene mom ha na dwene kakra yezo ma your opposition into odi mre bi by Avoidance of Discrimination Act se party bi a yate no regional based anase kasekuo hudu anase religion bi no omo nyina emunkamum enti omo koye omo 19th omo kote United Party UP enti sa ye JB Dankwa ne busia ne ade asefo nyina no omo kote UP enti UGCC no na ye wura busia ne da JB Dankwa ne da no Ghana Congress Party ye wura busia ne da no ena NLM no so ye krachi bi efe no Simon Diadon Dombo no edori na ono so ne da no enti sa MPP fo bom ho samna ne se wo mo ye Dankwa busia Dombo no na se no ena se omonkrofo no sa party ma we no mo no ye NLM na ye UGCC be GCP enko share NLM mo no eno na be pias ante ho no mo no na NPP make say Dombo no ono obeti Northern People's Party 1954 no na fe Muslim Association Party MAP no omo so na chire kodwa ye kenomo ne SG Anton mo so ekoti bibi wo hwame mo ho no ma na fe no Togoland Congress enti omo so omo nyina ene gashifie mokwe sa ye kuro ketu e bi na ye nkrafo omo pe mo ye no omo UP no
how does it feel to baby abedri any asem na Hobson ko kan
enti wa say no eyan de Dankwa bosia Dombo no eno na ye di akire enti ayi sebri bia no na sa Dankwa bosia no de no mo party no wo Gold Coast colony ena we no so wo Asante Memo so enti no se we free o se de kan no ye kufuo baaye ye wura kufuo baaye no ono efi Asante enti wo ko Dombo ho no mo ye Northern Territory ho no no ekofa running mate ene obey vice president ena na do nso ba ono nso no ofi the Gold Coast colony ono nso ba no okọ stream hona ekofa running mate and wabe vice president enti say Northern territories in the debia omo position di enti yewura kire maten ba obese fasa sano aso akofa obi abeye running mate so hu enti wo hwa esebia saade na twato esan omabakwasem na party no so kase yen say ne history ni sitie na saa na tie no so ntino na wo kasa ade nti menyin ni say asema wo kan ye no egu obi biara ehufin anaka edipa wo kasa kuo bi mu ana wo mantam bi ho fin na o kasem say saa na yaye no fi anya say efi saa bri ko hwe second republic third republic mum Victor Wusu so officer abusua we mu PFP wono kofa Alhaji Yakubu Tali tolona e no de na be na be de akire se wa hu enti saa na on say NDC kurase almost osua saa de ne say so when nipa ne fi north section na northern segment of the country oba fa ne running mate fi ya if Rollins bra so a say Rollins de na south staff Rollins ko fa aka and de na alliance no mko aka ye ofi winiba and aka firi ho okofa yewura maha mills na south staff Rollins fi jeluko fa ho no baby and we musu fi Cape Coast 90 akire ya yewura maha maba no mko saa esoro efom no esan ba mu so ho enti no megire se ade a aya obi enya de egu obi ho fi so obi wo soro no kofa lima be fa degradation of Cape Coast eno na egu Cape Coast fo ho fi anase se there be me de interpretation man for the man me hu no saa
all right but mamemra work na nkasa so ede ne ka efa owura alanchemate ankasa ho ne team pose obeye flag bearer ediama party no chese owodom enipa da so do no ewo party nim anase well it's a normal health work into no ma o manitri mu nyane de bebrebe
ya na man for can be say the affair no public opinion no wa odi akire bebre ya wa anhwe ya ebetimi edi wo hwambo esan say enipa betumi enipa kakra bi o ma no odin ebetumi aye akasapa na avokase jamewiase nyina na ekasa asem no ebetumi so ba say obi betumi akohan nipa abehye wo man mu ma ana krobi mu ma amo ahwe abakase krachi wo domo so hu ebetimi abase nye ne pie gu monten so nyina ene wo yewura semat Ghana de yeze ye fourth republic ye ba ye hu ne ma bebre pa se nipa kro ya obi foforo so kwa obehu sa element na bi o so mudim se obi hye nipa ne bi nso a o de ma obi foforo so nko obetima mobilize se nipa kro no bia ba be di akire enti megide se enya bibi ebetimi de ye hu atwo so din agro nankasa ewo fom agro nankasa ewo fom se betma ba se oye popular betma ba se ebia onya that popular ebia na obi nso nya ne de enti na wonhu ye enti se ne nyina kokowie se o makọ conference no a eho na ebehu se very se amega ene amega hia obehu amega hoho
yeah, zamina debi ewa hanum. People are talking about omu free other regions eba ya omu si abasi omu ene diaba especially maame ba kwa ose ono watu no shop mu ewo temas ehene ene waba obedu ye ya ma 50 series but utie maame ne nkasa mu a ose ono owura lanche mate ho do enti eno free cry Eba Ashanti region. People might have been buzzed from other regions to Kumasi, say Omoba there, but does it also suggest they are real love? And then the other aspirants should be concerned.
Oh, a combination of many factors. A bit to me about say ye can ye bazi ni pakoye, a bit my no crack. E wo nipa bi afemu e betimi so aba se e nipa bi wo kwa krache no ho donti o matie gu monten so e betimi aba se obi wo ha party ni ho donti party ni de hie bi e ba ope obi wo mo bi fi se sa eduru mi so ye ni mo fitete no eno so boa One say yebra na nado ono wo hyase oba no ye humu fitete wo hyase pa any voter wonya ekra na betimi aka wo nsa no ebedu be no the most popular candidate enti bia na ye ni mu fitete sa asem no enso so obi betimi ade akire de akwakoto no ho agu monten so e de support the candidate of yewura ya eka ne ho asem yi enti beye number of factors na bi e ka bo mu mekoba ni say ya bazin crofo de was a Ghana pressure groups bia ne ade no ya na sa enema no emfiri mu da ebi wo mbe wie kura mu si sika de ma yen ya ankonya se party die na meka na pressure groups activities amoye ne title sa anomic pressure groups enye pressure group eti ho de bia no na mom de bia form around introduction of a policy bi ne ade no obehu na afi enipa ni bi complain si ye ba fa yen ba ye kura nkofo no ye hu omu bi oni ade enti betu aba se sa niema nyina keka bom ma edom no ekoba sa na wonim sa santen so de ye hwe Ghana nyina ba bi enipa bopie so pa eye densely populated region ni asante enti wo ya de a se obetimi anya dom ewo ho ebi ba fi ba bi abakra na obetimi anya dom na party a yeka ho asem so no ne fapem pa no asante na eastern region
Ne asase boba no, will you advise the party to go for an early congress? Say come presidential primaries so mu koto ntem free ho na ankofa ntitimu ne pinche bi ama but now face no mu hwempo a they have enough time to deal with reconciliation bi omobeye.
Se woka se early congress anka ne de enka ye pa nanso no wokone sa pe na wanhwe ya loyalty to the current administration no emo be hojo ekoba ne sa pe na amemwo ne ba be ye bibibi so se omo koye early conference a say enipa a omo sum aban mu no be omo nya daji esanso omo so eso omo so koton wo mo ho e wo Ghana fa na nyina enti adwuma wo de ahye ne nsa no wonye ne yi ana obe ne biara na enti party ne won hyehyeye enhyehyeye be na egbo saa ne ma ne ho ban nya bredi kan ni a party ne wo opposition ana wo ban mu a o yes ade o be san aprepe ne ho so ba ko du oman enti dia na party ne hyehyeye tie enhyehyeye no omo be review e be bo omo saa bri say ya review na ye ma gina ba bi gina no a ye candidate no a onim say ebri bia no party a wasoma wie okwa ya na ene yes breaking the 8 no na we lose am the other one no bri bia ye how ma party si mi ra kese mi ru nyina enti mu betumi a ese mo ye candidate no early enough na wotimi ton no ho anase sen enti mi gire se no ye nsem a party no ese om de call adwendwen mo hwe mo policy ye wo say no mo hwe say mo de hin na beboa yen sa bere ya ye wo aban mu na history ye wo hodo mu na ye pese ye break the 18 e mo de hin na beboa yen ye review yen policy no anase say ye mengo ho na ye nya ne den se wo ma mo kontem se si ye ya de wo so mo dwuma bi mu no obetoto adwuma na ase esan so no so complainity.
Again, when do you think will be the appropriate time for omo show signs be say omunya kense ni bia omo be kono a omo wo aban mu no especially the ministers ne sanka omba ezete see no
ana meka say party ne won hyehyeye wo ho asa nya bredi kan ni ye wura kufu abre so ni ministers yakobeye dumienu ye sa ade we bia ema actually so oye reshuffle bi ema saafo ni nyina no omo free mu anase omo tender omo resignation letter o ka so omo form letters bi no omo de koy ema omo nyina free mu ka say yewura ya saafo ma yewura kufo na kasa ni nia
ya de kufo
ono no ka ho ne bebre Ghana fo ni mom nyina enti no edien ensunsanso ba na de bre yen on se niema bi wo yade bi na edin sunsanso ba papa wo boni o no esa kire wo se sa mre mi hye mo kena anase menye sakremu wom lessons ben no musua fi no mu ha ban no ebra wo de kwa wie no entire mo ko opposition omulusu election na anase bo mo kwan bi so enti omo ye sakremu a sen mo ye no one more dream we moon now, a beer, oh, yeah, now we yen the pluses and the minuses. Samia Simon, H.H. Simon, in rational comprehensive choice theory, or catcher, offer alternatives in Nina, we are the pluses and the minuses. Now, be the pluses, no door so saying the minuses, no, what no, say the best option, I would question. Into almost yes, I'm your manner. Bet me and Yanson, so I swear, Babu, no might me, Eddie Ayajuma. Say young Quelly Congress will be up on a man to any idea about wow.
Look, I mean, show on a pay. Dr. Isaac Brackon, I don't know. Also, Yanko.
The workout out of the just now, penny tin, the consists in the cotton, betting about Chanabacon and Naposo, if you have over a trade Chayacano. Oh, B. D near Chasia say Obia Bedidi. Now Obia Bedidi young far daily graphic and share the worker 30 feet some no say and anopay. And I was me that tosso edu ensia D ya twaso. Now Osha daily graphic the worker ta said ye and or the 2 January. Now watch him. I say gear deck nti Ghana integrated aluminium Penifono, woman de atuja. Say, Pejam Conanim, if 1 million, 10 million tons, Gadek, CEO, and I didn't send me up to a jar. And I feel utility tariffs now air conanimono, and also page 41, and also what's some more. And I'm paying now the Danko Kufado, and now motorbikes 1,500, and our dema a pussy for so money, no one from 1 pembo. Na bambo entintim ewo o my Ghana nti mantemu was a posi for beba na moto mono na brum na je se bambo no ka na ekonomi
mama fa Ghanaian Times the Obokrata and so entwa so na yen hwede ono so ede baye na anopay ensem no a eno so kuntre ede aba krata freto so dun so ene ebo ho ama na nyina mo nkane a wo bo no sisi September bosmo hamabu point eduonu enso echiripo dunum 27.15% na yede ebeto so na ensuo ne so ohamabu point eduonu baako echiripo eduonum enum 21.55% inti anopay no so de no edha anti September bosome no a yehase a na wakai na wahye so no aboaboa ho na ne feto so dunsian so ensama wodi atu dwa se omampeni wapa motorbikes ahodo mako edo so 1500 ede ama ya hombambo ko posi sadomo no eno na anopay Ghanaian Times the Obokrata de so ede sansem kro no a eba ya foforo bebre kan anopay gibi na de ekonyina bi free ho
young for chronicle braso sam da Obokrata no ti braso sam no de nsem bi aba oye animu a animu de dan say de time chronicle manimu na na etipa na ohwa owura agozo minim ono de na say ACP agozo say ya say okoko to okoya appeal nti say na sama court no mu kokodi wasam no wakwa ya appeal anu wasam ada animu kuku hunsam na ana afen so no ya motorbikes na mampeni dia ma posifo no na da anima mo nye moto nketuo moto akese pa we na di brum ba ko anim ko ba beto ba bia wo bia anu wasam e honum ana wade asem bia ba se aban aso ya tena ahodo no wo mo kasa ede ema sa enyuma ku no so odo onu mo kontete akomo ontete so nko a nyasam kete odo ma fantetie mu a enti o hwe kata nanima o ma to sentence anu matwa foto kekrew enom ya ba beto animu enti papa bi nso owura Kofi Komsin ho asem na odi aba beto dwa ase o shemampeni ase no wasam anyen chronicle the Obokrata
mede the finder the obokrata ne so ebetwa so na no pay and some miensa pe ena me de da o mo sansensem dada no a ena no so ekunchire ediaba na krata feto so enan ene enyina monkanea ene yensu wansuwa no Ghana Water Company ebo na September bosome yeba ne aba betu akakra bi omode ato so ne no krata feto so nan eno no de no eda ha sei na krata feto so mienu nso ena Office of the Special Prosecutor obese special akwesipita anope krata na etrese cases maku 70 ena sisi anasue honomo no wo mo ehwehwe mu na motorbikes yo mampeni adane ede ama ya ho bamboku no eno so krata feto so nwoche no eno so de no eda ha sei na customs nhwehwe mu so a enei Office of the Special Prosecutor ehwehwe mu no ena no pay the finder the obokrata no etrese sisi ade mpanifo biem omu dom sukopa ewo sansem ne ho
yo ma yanto so a na ye the daily guide na yamfa nto aso matiefo ene anope na guide di bibiaba guide dia wode aba na anope no onse Office of the Special Prosecutor sema okai ni mfoni ne da no papa de bia wosere nso some de ba no ya na anode Office of the Special Prosecutor na sema da ha no nti o se report na ba no wo no mususu se juri bi ebewum ti na ma wode ba na je se Canada monsem no ECG ne Ghana Water esentumu kakra aba no ho asem wa ha ana mampanin fo ni da ha wone oheneba ofa Dr. George Akufu Dampare IGP mfo ni ne da ha no IGP enya motorbikes ama na ni agesa nyasem ketwa wode be adwuma anya say foreign ministry no so no say won mu ye hwehwemu bi fa passport issue edema woni a wo mu efira ma ahodo so foreigners no won firi o my Ghana mu no enti na che se
ede na omu ehwehwemu na fa ho afa
se omo nya Ghana fo wo mu fira ma ahodo so kwaya ye fa so aye ma omu passport no menim se bia na ministry ni susu se e bia na passport office kwaya wo mu fa so no enti ne ye hwehwemu ti
omanyiro mu
get how much
ni yemu anti na yebrei nti eno daily guide
ene na yedru daily mu no na emua ene egusu ginai anopay made the daily statesman ebewie me de obonkrata ni nyina enanopay na efina ba ene edie obamofo so ne de ne nam egu apaso nti motorbikes no ehun nsam no anopay bonfret front page ene boho boy kada feto so mienu ewo daily statesman ono so e de sansem kro no aba na yenyina monkanea ene ensuo bu one so asisi ya pegem kakra no PUL Simpeni for sisi omodi atudwa bedwasrede anopay daily statement enso edibi aba na ewiase nyina jumedie kese pa bi eba bekoso tick eno no ye popo na ye disisi yi no ho ye street lights ne ade no
light post no
light post no eti nefa etoso 9 no ye se amagana sisi ayen ye mayimu ena ye ba be host to sa adwumedie we
Africa Ghana ne first country be host bi ebi ma Africa da
enti nice ye nya yara enti anopay daily statement nso dia ono so edi abeshim no odi na sana
ayo mamenko the new crusading guide enti the new crusading guide obokata also the biaba. Now the new crusading guide by new crusading guide, the new crusading guide the new crusading guide the Wokata ne wasamanyin. Enti we share the new crusading guide the Wokata nenima custom officers and the Office of the Special Prosecutor almost some. And I was say there was that sir one teacher you OSP one teacher you
obo adwuma
Canada mo akoka na asem no se ne wasa trasem no bukura baby of fire no watre na hiem enti ehwehwemu ne de koso custom papa kwanya chese wo mu ɛfa so na wo mu etu anamo ɛma discount ɛwɔ you know duties no mu no ne wansɛm anyen ɛwɔ hɔ ana deputy director of Ghana Education Service no deputy director general say dear another ya my baba yo my baba ewo adwumam na say so continue home I want some I don't know anti I say allegations bia e free Owura Martin Amidu however no I say ya montontwe baby na ya bia ana president motors a wode ema posifo Jango Motors pa o eno so wasem rumfoni da interior minister one day jumper ntade say video pa o interior minister akase posifo no ne famu no baba foni age and na fe so ya say Bono Institute wo say Hobson ade na mo ano pasa Hobson ade wano apa nti Bono Institute for no
Baby mo sore nkoi
that's it
aso ene fuku ene no mame nkomra mekoba Dr. Samuel Efiye George Akom Ishak Chebobe Apostle of Dr. Baumia ene obey ibibusa ne se say Mame nkomra me ba na yaba abedi nkomo akanyina.
Hello, the Papa wedding capsule.
emu ode
ayo de
me de
okay
na se wa mama nyɛ saa birthday wishes ya we kwa my wish back pe ko no ne kase na me be ka ho asɛm sɛ efiri kyine kɔgye sɛ mbɛtena ofie ho maba ne yayi me nneɛma nyina to agu abɔnten na me ama konta kase pa next bafo
next chi bafo
ko Methodist police station ho on a police station chairman
all right
and wasa kyerɛ de wo say to senior high school when me nua Raf Jumango Biaja North secretary kyerɛ de ho oba Methodist so akɔ odi mu akɔtene papa
ɔtonyom so ka ho
anyum de ofa ne kwa
okay
ntini a wono din birthday ntinam sɛ anyum ne fa
na ne birthday
and okay we no so fa pa weda no ti maka che melody sɛ wanya jollof
weda unya nkare be den
kamesua de
okay ene so free akosua de
kwakosua de obi a ode opeso de ne de me de minya sɛ tambie muju a me de besua de na me de ntima me ma makonta next year for
okay
happy birthday kese pa na menchia sister no am kosra no
hoya
me ko atwuma ngo be no of course
okay Rebecca Eboa honorable DC
me kosra no
bantuma sister
sister me zana me frɛ no sister me chewa no paper no ye nkomo no atwitwe no so was fruitful me say bibia be ye kama nti wani ba me chia na machi ahwefo so na me chia ma de share was chia from place
Dr. LC Opoku Mensa enso doctor ewo KNUST Hospital ene ne birthday enti Dr. LC Opoku Mensa bosha babo ami anopei ya mwawoda pa
ya na free ya no ya
na LC Opoku Mensa yeni apanyini Alexander Nana Kwabena Mensa Abrampa
ne yire
oye national service regional boss niba
okay
niba ne Dr. LC Opoku Mensa
me kaze de ya na free
oye doctor ewo KNUST Hospital ho and then birthday ntino Opoku Mensa Opoku Mensa also no be 16 14 years old Women's
ba
yes national service
na unkan wo di bia ko pata ba women's women's no paper mi hu na che
ntino from women's ne ye wo fia ha nyina Dr. LC Opoku Mensa, we wish you
so men's happy
birthday
menene kwa hwe ayenche women's de mi am body ma me nche no pa ne
okay
me so me fa happy birthday
okay Dr. Fia Moba ni atase na ye dinkomo Ache.
Many am Josu Bim.
Apum.
Anyamidi Ache.
Fantastic.
Me too ni many ajipa. And then you saw Boni da from Kamaka. Ba him as with you.
To the ordinary chia. Yamo beti mama ye o kruman no.
And I never feels about him. I was watching you. Was what Nasa or Mamma Quainty or Tifia program.
Okay, Chiano. Nana free mass Zocha in
super auntie.
He's also listening from Accra.
The Kaka Class met me a wee network and you know, Finja say, Bibia did an aquam, and I may pay one from 1 hour. And a number on certain Kakabun, the Bia may pay no me bread. And he message say, yes, a tune for baby or boho pampan and the Hohiano. Mamma was like with the Wadaruma. Hena ebrabe eboame be komemwa na mentimi nya kwanya ma menu anu a so wo anyurufi ne mpotemo ho when once a network dey say no aya dia we free abrabo mu enye yie yes obi kra ndima ma kuma na person ne din kita ho bia ana opeso tu kwa ko ba bi na wontimi ma ho kra otimi ne twetwe ankomo no ti me kan sa na je se yetimi ye bi di ma wo no so timi de boa na de ekoso na dan kwadwo bisa on so drobon so ne mechia no na mikura kutujua no paper be masafu twiba kodua amade nyina na chamfo champo raso hina mechia no menu akwa ajekum so meti ne nkache ono abo ajekum menu ba onde menu ni share te said ye dakete ba akoso mechia menu no paper na menchia me constituency executive sa omo search from plains me chairman Rufai na omo maka ne nyina mechia omo menu an mo ho a da bia mo gibre hwe me chemo wachi yadom da bia wose me mfa nkra ma wachi awpa na me so me mfa konye so na me na so me wi de ma chacha man dia na nyese wani ba ma wo ze ne bre ay kasi ndi governor one the famous
say Oyedin of all regional chairman
na adwuma
no otisa national chairman no
obrepa ndi mpaye ne bia ye boma no
ono so na regional chairman the constituencies the doso 7 constituencies na enipa wo mu doso ndi ne nyuma so doso onyuma so bebrebe ti no
said the nano brandy business and ya medano so ya woda brandy because na da bia wonam wa wo yese na mse yes also you multitasking say you can be multitasking and just say also onima be brutimi kurakura ne ni nyina about time management enti obi a obe kase obe fa sa bibia to no ho so no na woni bra wontimi nye ejina kwan a obe fa so a wo bra okuta no do be toto ne mayi ni nyina for the interest of the party and the development of the nation enti ya na omosa na wose de bia ye bo ma baso na ye hye omu nkunai na ye mfa ne ma bia metwintwa omu akwam se ne ya omu betimi anya concentration no mo ye menu ya ndie so mete ne nkache enwuma na ogbo na kapu adwuma wura me chia no fe pa na afia nso me hu na che se nyumi ya obe na
na afia de me kwari nka ene twam na me hu na me be ya announcement class me
he se ne yi
me hu no
ke be publish won
me ofina enko baby a minim se me hu ni nyina asma fa pa me hu no ti me kwa nka me busa nanu no aso course ta nka me busa se bia akokoto no
anu oti wa woni ho me ko ebra me refi nka busa sister na na baby a bia me ye hu ntese ya di GPS be ba bepe wo ya di GPS ma track no
ya di ba omia
systems ni
GPS
no abaka akoto geographical positioning systems ni bebre ho a ebetimi aboa ma obi a ba bia wo hye bia no yetimi ahwehwe ndi sister why see you hu ade ne ye hu we de wonyira ye
utility tariffs
oineba
increment
oineba medase mesa chia obi m na machia ahwefo ne atiefo oineba ye no bi se de onimi se ya yempe de broni be kase politics of equalization se bia ne ma sisi atwam no ye begina so na yakase bia ye kasem bi but ye se mfato hu ntina prison ni wura anya dai anho na ye dia de biem nso so na ma hoho ye dai esre ye enti ade bia wo ka bia no wo so nyanyina so na mpanimfo nso kasem bi se atiye e ma refie enti ze basi ye gina sa ne ma ne bi so akasa na ye kansi so amankrofo ahu se nyaban ote so na ne trimu edin nemum ye free bibi precedence eno no ye gina so de kasem ne ye de toto nsani ani ne ye hwa mamu a NDC bebu ye ne MPP enso so eba bebu ye ohini ba kanin no a na ye wodum so mu tese nkwala agbaji so ye
na memu sa we close to 6 years
yeah
after John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
Do we still have reasons to blame or no for baby agency?
Baby agent de yanko baby oh yanko baby yakwa ya be gina no positive said dum so no eni but intumu de ontimi nka se wontum anu ntina na mpese nka me ma the reasons ya me ka se tembia na o se de tutu nsani ani ne yehwe o hene ba na me ka kire o se aka ne no a dum so bae no te se nkwala agbaji so yie a na nye blaster na ahye go na ebia bia fe ne yaso mo kane a o mo ani agi bi kura 2 days na bi nim nya bi na wo hwe sa time no 2015 ho na me fa me benchmark na free say na wo mo de ba be wie nti na wo mo ye the last adjustment ansa kra na so wo kwa wo mo koye no na wo hwe nhihye ye baaye wo kane abuo mu a wo hene ba se ne ye betu we mu na de tun sania obi hu se MPP ba ya ye bi pa enu tun na me ka kire se ye de ade etu ho ne ye de sisi a ye hwe de atwam ne nyina so enkasem se ne be ya ntibia ye wom sisi no obi nkoka se ye trimu odin proposal omo ye that time no which was to take effect from 14 December 2015 proposal omo ye no omo se kanianka yentum 128% yo hamu nchichemu oha ani aduawatwe 128 ena ensuo de no mse yemfa nko 400.2% 400.2 na essence stakeholders no so adwene Ghana for hunti omo so ne wombobo no an e ko wie akire kura no ba bia omo de be wie ya e take effect from 14 December 2015 was 59.2% for ECG and as Kania and cry was across board in so be 67.2%. Now here by parameters omo gina so a omo de tutum no mamentombo asa na mbo bi so nkyere nne ye hwe ba bia ya ba bedura wo bisa se bia ye tum is justifiable na se enye justifiable we hwe to say reasons omo ma ya na factors omo de yes adjustment no one they said they wanted to have what was called consumer interest. That is a wo use kania ni bia na enso ni bi no omo pese omo bo ho bai na otimi nya kania e use at that rate. The next one was the investors interest. Say omo so omo do sika abehye nyina mbo omo so yebetimi protect omo. Third one, economic development of the nation. Say economic development of the nation. Let us see person man ye koye ye nim. Na de toa so ye de omuka se fuwe miss. Say kania no a ye gina so a ye de babontin no nyema ye keka bomu e bi power sa systems e de kania ne ba no ba kono no. And the next one also ye availability of service. Na che se omo be so mje se kania ni nyina so saa. Na me wia me busa o nsem bia me am to need this rhetorical question say availability of service no that time can ya no gina so na say na nyede ni nyina so and a growth in demand say ni padodo a be kakania ye use no ho amoso pebia ye wose wo motre o mo ahim power purchase cost o mo questions and contracts ahodo a MPP bae sika na aburugu ho almost about 2.5 billion Ghana cedi yetimi etwetwe bia ne kania no gina so a ye nua napo ani abra wo mo economy. The last one no meka kra yes was CD depreciation and as a dollar rate and this anima we nyina no mo gina so a omo de tu enkania bonum na wo hwe the energy mix and as that time generation mix and yewo 2013 na dodo no aho de gina hydro senka koso mo be man enkania which was about 58% in 2013 na tema generators ahodo aye wa betimi aboa man kania no etima ba no was 42%. It drew 2015 essence of went man kra no from 2013 up to 2015 no now rise ko hydro no swati baby kai betimi nya nkania na free ye nsuo de amunim no akoso munum ni ades no I was reduced to 27% from 58%. Ena baby e ka wokasi a yetimi boka bi afa ngo kra ye de begu sa mvidi no nya bi ntono had risen to 73%. Enti no mo ka se o muntimi mfa kania no mabontin na o muntimi so mankrofo enya bi nya adwuma ni nyina agina sesa time no tema no a ye hia fuel fufuro sa de gu mfidi ahodo e be power no nyina no had risen as e wokope fa ngo no bi ato ne bi ni ho ana fa ngo no bo akosoro a no nso so no be ha o manfo Jesus sesi ka twitwiri die na de kono wa hin ba we mu nyina bakoy no mo say they wanted to have what was known as what availability of service no no gina say ye betimi nya nkane no dia ye nwuma ahodo yebebu say ho sa time ne nkane ne gina so omo no mo pam ade omo nya akwanya de bi pam ade omo me cold store omo ye nnwuma o magazine omo so na de menu an ye welders no na eba energy any utility ho nsensem a there are 3 key factors gina so as ye betum a ye de tum reasonably or say Crawford say 1 what we call affordability 2 ye reasonability and 3 ye reliability or hini ba niema me ensa we see ye to kan ye bia mu na sa niema me
1 affordability
so we tum no mo be use betima tua reasonably
and tumu na de ba
no betima afford
then 2
reasonability should be a mutual way say what they ban so mo a omo betua no omo hu nko adwamu enu tuna na stakeholders no so bem say ne be ya enya nyinambo
that is the reasonability.
Yes,
and the third one
reliability. There was a survey omo ye in Takoradi in 2018 omo ye respondents ne ka say about 47% yes omo betua abuo bi ebebe bia provided say kania no be de
gina so.
And there are a lot of issues when it comes to the adjustments. But MPP by ya new bia and I knew bia born recently create by ya na ya hwese ye be de kania no be kwa about 148%, ninsu no so 143%. And then ye kwa jojo ya stakeholders dwene ho am ye hu se da bi for the first time ya hwe ne kobasa aban no ni abre so about ampake eba wo hwese the private sector which is the engine of growth for the economy no so be gina brane no omo be hwe no mo ye ni nti se wo hwe ba bi aba be duru a say yes ECG enko 27.15 na water nso so enko 21.55 wa nature se niema bebre na akom na wo hwe time kra MPP ba mu in 2018 MPP ba ye no wo tete nkania no bo no so drastically enkrofo adwen anya de amaso wo hwe at that time no 2018 it reduced to 17.5 for residential and 30% for non-residential. And ni nyina ye niema ba ya na ban mpese enkrofo nyuma sabe freedom so mu ba ya betimi asa gina na naso na engunti wotete so a ekọ na nimu a and we hear the last adjustment about 2019 kro munye increment bia and niema bebre so na esesa so many factors a aba ban no ahwe a wo se wo hwe na yetimi ekọ ya nim sisi amene wo kasai we hear the last time omu ye adjustment na omu a omu ye domestic use na say residential users no na omu hye enyumaku ahodo bebre eyemu a si yatum enyumaku ahodo a ye hwese nkrofo benya kwanya koyimu adwuma no omu electricity no ekosoro pa entu hwe de what say AGI barometer survey ubehu se da bi omu aka say yema industries no nya the capacity omu betimi atre omu ahye mu no omu nkane abo no be reasonable so that nkrofo a omu pese omu be adwuma ho no yenyi bi adi omu pese omu de nyuma eba na so mo famfi di dwuma so fa nipa beka di aba na fa no ho no benya akwanya anya biaye ohene ba na no di amna ye fe ya tadwe ya te den say for the first time adjustment ye nuanu mu a omu ye hairdressers omu ye tailors seamstress ni ade nyina omu de no ebeba fom enti I wish say ECG and I say other institutions ya omu ton nyinam kane omu pebre na omu akofom no omu akirikirim se ne be ya nkrofo entimi emfa akwan bi so ensisi wo mu even we hear the range of the adjustment between 0 to 50 kilowatts per hour yenuanu a omu ye lifeline nyina omu de no there was no any adjustment and as adjustment bi anya dey ma nti ni nyina ye niema ye gina so aka say we hear cost of items and resources so the power electricity in terms of wires no copper no near dia or he bani nyina cost the same time and also so na omo Ghana Water Company so enema omo so gina so a omo de processing so na omo gina so ma yenya nsu ni nyina cost. The last time we survey I think 2017 ho baby na omo de basis ya hweye na galamsey hun sensem ni nsu aye wo ha no ya ntritini ya ebe kakra nko you have to import water which say yatia de wo how bebre be dey ebeba enti we no de aye ade a meka se hia konfo ne hia yafo but ye tum no de meka na me gina so no se ne be ya service providers be my constant and reliable power supply se ne omo betua ho ka no be nya ho mfaso so wofa kanea ni nsuo a woyi free abrabom baabi a enye yie especially electricity crowd abeye socio-economic factor say woyi free bibia yemu a enye yie enyuma hodo a na depending on electricity ni dɔɔso ɛno nti na say aban na yɛ ne sɛ dabi yɛnhwɛ na yɛma industries no small scale and medium enterprises no so akwanya na wɔn nyuma a wɔn yɛ nyina wɔn ho ha wɔn nti I think say the aba na say yɛbɛnya efficient management of the systems because the last time I check here now we have losses were about rise bedru about 30% thereabout. I think it has risen to about 30-something% ya akanina and TSNTC fakwan bi so need to recover scan bi na fi tutu and tukura hodwa make us be enkrofo illegal activities e koso eno so ma ban no boka ebeboa amakane na gina so na gina so e ka hodwa ye boa eno nti enam so ma ban ni timi tu enyinam bonum ententem na se koso na so be dey ebeti nti tembia no se kanea e gina so a ma oman mu ekoyie in the sense say ene wuyi kanea free de ye mu a se de medinka aka no entimi nkowie se enwuma hodo a ye hwe se bia ebenyini omo de kanea di dwuma a that time dum so be kɔ ne nuanom edu omo nsa hyehyɛ omo damri fam titi dwuma mu a obi akra ba wo so mini ade amede ebeyi trifo omo ni ade omo de beyi tri omo so na ade ebi omo obi adwuma kra wo hwɛ ni mu na nsa agye se bi abosom because kanea no enyina so na bi mu kra omo da omo adwuma because omo teta me hu se time we ni ebeso a na yaso nti the here ne say ni yebehwe two sides a medinka kan one inefficiencies e omu no ebetimi akorakora na baby esika bi a mefi se bi a hwere yen a ma da bia no omo boka companies no boka ma ka no ba beto ye so no a nature say o say ye hwe ho nso so na the same time no nso so omo be ma constant and reliable power supplier obi o pese odidi dwumadie bia no obetimi die di ni dwuma ama aboa na the private sector aban ni abrese ho na opese oboa ne ho so pagya no eno so so atimi apagya ndo hene ba we de ye de beto nsanie ni so so ya dwundwene ho from the point say ye betimi aduru ba bia kanea no se de ye nya ho mfa so ni gina so yi ye betimi akoye nim but tambia meka bia ya na mehwe ye energy mess se ye betimi anya kwan a ye befa so a ye betimi akorakora ni because we heard the three areas ye nya kanea fra the last time I check here no they say time and not about from to about 66%. And you know so baby kaya ho den be work say solar no how dey enko hokra the last time I'm check also your 1% pay and always be I recommend senka government institutions hold no you know from the national grid nanka yemfa solar systems ni bi enko ho ho no dey ekɔ ho a betima maban no kura ho ha because sika no aban no agi no eno abi ne yasa de kokotutu as electricity bills for the various departments and institutions hold wa ye wono nti it's high times ye behwe ho so no yetima expand me se menua na podie on tin na nti wo behwe ho na wahye mukina but abane say no ye besre century mu beba na the various levels so obi agina say we betua say ni ECG any other institutions are more responsible no beba for mo abechirichirim meaning say basa na itimi gina yi a first ye benya kanea egina so a krono sem bia animu na afei nso so mo fa kwan bi so baba no krono illegal activities no ye betimi afa so na no so wo hwe report about from the corruption ina bebre hokra yesi ebi omo dibon ifusem bi wo kanea illegality no na omo tweets kanea ja omo and internet dey ya na mene William Penn ya adwene so say if men be good government cannot be bad and ya so ye ka ho bi say we are omo be fa kwan omo be fa so detect and internet nansan ye hwe one of the means e bit ma solve some of these recovery areas ya yintimi nyisika ye fatan ye dey prepaid meter ebeba nti sa digitization and digitalization we bibia from say ka wo man no chichire ho na je say ye di wo man na wundi I hope say moving forward say this prepaid meters in by electronic payment systems omo wo betima tracking one to way any ade ni nyina no if they are enhanced e betima boa ama ohene ba yetimi enya kanea ebeboa ehia komfo eni hia yafo because ye nya systems ebeboa me detect some of these corrupt practices or electricity and then water no emwa na me dey say the drones kra no me dey ready meters no me dey jags what ya and ye koye ni mun kakra no be kakra no all these inefficiencies are mabobo so nyina na be but it will take gradual process. That's why some of us we always support and we advocate for the digitalization agenda by no edc and so through the vice president Dr.
Great
Baumi and to
George come no Akamiti miensa na nonkono abo Wontumi 1013 radio sunie na ohe ewo Wontumi TV so. Isaac Che Brobe lecturer ewo Kumasi Technical University. Isaac
Oyin ba
nkania ni nsuobuo. Yatum
me da say
enso na nafia nto makatuem. Yatum kan na wo fe no. Eti me hwere de
oyin ba am say we ndia menka kese. Potokasem was is long overdue. Adahwache.
Si ebeto nkania ni nsuobuo mu
Na adahwache. Ache.
Wow.
Adahwache pa.
Yeah.
Enti no na ohwe ba bi o mko fa free ya. Public Utility Regulatory Commission PURC. Eno mo apim no abono electricity ababe drew saying 27 maybe 27.15%, and water and 21 point I think 55 or 65%. Nature say PURC omo abojuma pa oheba enye ade ntum nyina ene ba, to be very honest, ekasa ho e de bebre ewo ho. One of such utilities CCI the aba CCI me tua bio me enjoy be free, me ni aban adwuma bia ye ma me free electricity, ni aban adwuma bia ye ma me free water, enokre e ba kope if we say womo nso womo noa anyina mu ahodin ansana womo amaso ansana di twatu okra na akoye mfie mu ne ye nwuma mu enye sebe se konfanoche e de golden stool e free ewie mu atisi ye no ebia they pay for enema wo mu yina ansana ya sone nema so mo mai nsuo sone nema so na nsen nsuo fu okra no wo mu ani brain se de galamsey any mining activities AC senso no omo boa womo ka womo bo e de sone nsuo no so manitimi ye crunching ansana dri ye fie mu no kra no enyasem ketwa so and the video me who rates no, to be very honest with you, omo kwasha say 140% proposal for increase in this manner. Eventually me who no 27 point something, 21 point something for water. Now me satisfied, to be very honest with you. Now me very satisfied. Let nobody watching me or listening to me get me wrong. Say manager who say yato and kanye money in sumo debi. But the reality is that say womu enya ye noa wan hwe ye ne nso no ebia ma ye fie mu kra wan hwe ya ne nkane ne nso enyina so kra eka tete ho no na ye sumgu ye so isumgu aban so a emene na no home a ensi so a sa or friend is saying adjustment formula e buy
automatic
or multimedia ASNCC, but specific to this government. And they say I keep telling people say abanye we very wicked, all right, any day emra ahoto ewo ho na wono no de way and so wode ahoche ne egu amanfo so. Yes, people must understand this mix. Say abanye ahoto wo ho no asan ede offend say adeswa eso ne manfo won ne abanye ne timu odin pa ayera John Dramani Mahama abanye hunu cumulatively when we increase electricity 180% from 2013 to 2015 kwa 180%. Now, Adodanko Akufo-Addo, His Excellency Ebaye, 2017, and Waten Kania boss. Now, we prepaid meter eboho. Enti, we go find your Mahama receipt in the bar. Now, me go for Akufo-Addo, Eba 2017, ni receipt in the bar. Who said domestic consumers yet so over 17%. NMI.
Yeah.
We are obeying what you be electricity for bit near Pulu data on the Bibianum, the Ababigo about it. And industrial use almost so 30%, 30 whooping percent. 2017. Mining 10%. 10% for mining. Why nobody him said the time where I buy way and I just say water utility prices a 2 clear years after. From 2017 no yan tunkania mwa kokosi 2019.
And since then
2019. What you say? Enti Nana Akufo-Addo kasa wo de ade yi mafiri wo de mafiri. Wo kasa wo teso drastically, na o teso nso a wo teso enya nteso a eba bosome na bosome achi no ne apagya ne mu 2 clear years from 2017 to 2019. Obi a okura ayi se ne meter says per kilowatt a year obey use no and the unit price na cost on one famra. So we charge a cost not perhaps it's because of your consumption.
yeah.
Then per unit will consume a price and a cost. And for me that's amazing relief. At a time where there was no COVID, at a time where there was no Russia-Ukraine war, at a time where the global environment, there was stability. Now even what two or friends in 2019 in Ghana, electricity 11%, water 8%. As a matter of fact, so all factor 2-year increases now. Now they can year John Dramani Muhammad Yenuwa. Na sign na unuru year John Dramani Muhammad at the end so. Yeah, because so what is so 17.5% for domestic. Now we're increasing by 11%. You have not gone back. You have still not even up to the level of pre-2017. Yes. It be a mining no 11% and the exceeding by 1%. Industrial no crowd idea it's not gone anywhere back because what is so 30% and an increase of 11%. This is amazing. This is phenomenal. What you say? And it makes the conversation on this tariff increase very comfortable. So far as its implications to government and how people are going to see government after announcement of utility tariff. What you have to be very comfortable. Say this is the way to go.
I know Ishak Che Brobe and Dr. Samuel Efriye. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Kakran.
Okay. Chinese will because say won't hear how.
A day how?
Won't hear how.
How way? But it's tariff increment.
Oh, you know that's it. Na mecha menu anima Tuesday. Nyame hu yamo boni eba. Leja yeso disappointed DC a wokope MP. As MP aspirant. Such a fan place. Okay. Shag them na it's not going to any position be for now. Yes, and then so Befa Quayin na Machia. I wishing microphobia and Sana Macasa because Omuyam Padipa, Eric Brown from Pond, or Sunyang Udini birthday, and ne, and I want him chum, a J Chum Berima, on also Udini birthday. I wish them a happy birthday. Different chum, and I mean, Nanan cancer body. Yes, Michana pa. Ohineba, hey, Fred and Gladys. Almost say, yes, Tema. Say, you know, Antimi Uncle Tiano more say, Bessa baby one. I just say, Ohineba de Eco. Ohineba, when it comes to tariff, PURC, it's not easy. I think, say, they had a serious discussion about you kind of saying tariff increase, because looking at the situation now, no, one you careful now say oh dear bibia no, and I know say definitely I think say everybody will agree that there should be an increase. Yes, there should be an increment in our tariffs. And I think every should I say rational person will agree to this principle, because we share the cost of things are nowadays in Yoma cost for some time now. Almost so they also import machines, equipment to Sebeya and Yoma. And but to be frank, when it comes to electricity, media, I will say it, there has been a lot of improvement. Stability in the Krano and Shutokra Yenum Krano is one of the achievement. Me who say energy no yet me akofa, and probably no where they new man no air cost no I think say it me and PRC looking at things increment I think me Ghana Water and I say electricity America say they have not been fair to us. If I'm working there or me a managing director, probably I would say they have not been fair, because looking at the increment I penna the omodema and uhimwa I say or more PA Ghana Water managing director because with the watching consumers and more and I say because you hear machines you use in your air cost only dollar rate now probably no hima say some companies who seems not, but at the end of the day the PURC has decided, and also my agree say I will say a tumuko 21.55% for water and at 22.15 for electricity. In Tushema, based on the previous difference now, there has been an increment about 6% or 7% for water and 19%. Inti ohineba uhema aye a little bit of ikakra is fair for me. I would say it's fair. I'm not saying say new mamu it's they can say at least we the increment is okay for us now, because they no more penal now they are more crowd and them say but they also almost have economic situation as a woman and ni perform a lot of price increases and inflation is about 31% and looking at this nebia electricity as I become light I become the pressure in the system. And I know Sebia economy a little bit a they could have even increased it, but so I believe PRC considered the situation of Ghanaians and the economic situations and the more motivated rate by so there should be an increment. Practically there should be an increment, but this increment I would say well Ghana economic we should look at, because reasons are PRC for the buyer about how to reasons are PRC for the reason tier more increase tariffs and one a high cost of treatment due to ensure I say river bodies in saying in such a way say they spend a lot in treating the water into him crying and so there profit. And on some time ago I was agreeing to the Ghana Water Company our research say or more profit to say then they now I'm a managing director because Ghana Water is not in to make profit. Ghana Water is not in to make profit. They are in to provide water and also, but the more performance measures near efficiency. Efficiency is the measure of these two institutions. Say kwanya omo machine betimi produce so at a reduced cost and as a cost levels no ebeba form. That is what they are mostly concerned when it comes to ensure. Enti enu na PRC who say ensure kano the way you treat ensure now they spend a lot and it's expensive to treat water because it's only bebre say into treat here. And that is where sometimes you can say you ensure your more home and these things will affect all of us when we spend, especially when you go to some of the mining areas in a year. I quite remember, I think last year or so, the minister of I think Mami sanitation was saying yes, Dapa, yes,
yeah,
was saying say ensure no crime machines more mabetono. Ama galamsi nsuo no mo ye na nsuo no ma say nsuo ntino ama machine mo no asay they have to go and get a new one until man sisanti hono. I think this is a real issue for Ghana Water about the treatment of water because most of our water bodies ya no basa and about electricity the major reason omo base omo the increase here based on fuel prices, increment of fuel prices. So far the prices of fuel has been up and now there are certain aspects I say abozine other they use any this term here I've forgotten the name. Is it they know worship use Ameri, yes. Mostly they use gas and they use fuel and these things has gone up. And also exchange rate. Most of the things now important for machines you produce I don't know whatever they produce, but at the end, about 90% or more than 90% of input, they import. And looking at the dollar rate and other things, and also account for that. And lastly, so the reason electricity for that is PRCD increasing price, increasing demand for electricity. So then, what's in the power? You say, I'm say, review, or CKB for say, new meter. Anyway, that was all the issues. All because Sika meet anyway. So internally, they had to also increase some of their services, prices. Sebeye bit me more deliver good service. And Ushema so far, I think electricity company and I say the energy, they have not disappointed us upon all the challenges because tariffs increase it, but still they are rendering service. Your power is stable. It's not as previous. I think some time ago, me buy and I may come once serious. And the light no doom no be 3 times it is a day no to me doom na anyway. But for where I'm staying, make us be a some part in there. I think there has been stability. Media may concern the crown say in shoot light in num
from afar.
Yes, yes, and no hear me pa because first from afar Motia from a say and no modum lighting. And this is what so far I think but so in all no meet me say was here tomb if you're supposed to be fair to every sector of the economy due to challenges in the economic situation you have to be BM now the ripple effect them say the industries I think they were a little bit relax in that area because not if no complaining because you say and your mobile cost that's how the high tariffs electricity is bad so probably there is a be good into one industrial sector no motimi ahwe hono increasing so much beer in such a way say be affecting industry so it's a very good thing that was say about PRC so abaso and I believe say yina and I Ghana for yeso yenya careful kakra we ya to me it will affect some prices especially when it comes to hotels. They will probably increase because of the air condition this and there will be a marginal effect of prices prices be cost based on these services, especially companies or more use electricity, they a lot, they will probably adjust their prices upwards, and that is what man so say blanket pricing na ubia ya to electricity mo and yes you to mo and this is something that Ghana for it will be a nyade oh wote ya to electricity if you ra kwa beka so beto ndan mu because we den ya beka say ya to electricity any price increment bibi okra affect nipa ko no kra na wote ya was ya to nwom and that was be affect cement e be we onye ba wa hwe ana body for crash so betum because some guys say electricity so e ka ho.
Eno Dr. Samuel Efie me pa chow over 0505767425 and answer 0209682836. Eno say when the CD Herbal Company Lashbi Edin Komo over the CD capsules and the CD ointment no abba dwaman so a me pa chow unya CD capsules bi na aboba ebetumi aboa amwa pomden no agina namon so yie pa immune system no na beye mo adwuma nyama de nyare wanketenkete eta akire wo no ebeyi ni nyina afi nipaduanim na onso watumi ade wanya honde mapa ede abobra no achi no or the CD ointment no aba mo amoye adwuma den driver for mason for carpenter for post for and electrics me pa chow munya CD ointment odufie wodware wie no fabisasra ade be no obeluku very energized for the next day's activities eti obeko apedanka ba misty heba BT Royal Freddie Menzaba Blazer Roqua Mama G ewo Kumasi in Eastern Region obeko Gibson Pharmacy Amen and afi Tony K Mwamwa takwade nko AA Mensa Makacho sa number ni 0209 68 2836 eno CD Herbal Company omuno mienu mu dia CD capsules and CD ointment. Ishak
Oinwa
Edru so
no
health work.
Oh,
Fruits and cons.
a friend is saying adoye
Absinadoye.
Absinadoye.
Bashaba Bwamina Menkenkai, this from Boache Ejakon, the Honorable former Energy Minister. Boache Ejako's take on this Dongo Buzia, but Odemepe na Yakin kind of.
But it did not come as a surprise to me.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Okay, so
yeah.
Wabwami with Boacheja Kon. This is what he had to say. So day in and day out, our collective actions provide ample reasons why we must rid ourselves of this false Dankwa Buzia Dombo label, with all its cascading false claims and consequences, and return to our original label of the UP tradition. This falsely imposed label in itself is a harbinger of unnecessary strife among us. With such a return to our original label UP tradition, these false claims and counterclaims will be delegitimized and disappear. Our tradition is and must be the UP tradition, nothing more, nothing less. The UP tradition is not about hero worshipping individuals or define our leaders, but rather holding dear and remaining true to our values and principles. We pay our respect to those who reflect and exemplify our values. We need our peace of mind and unity in this party.
Yeah, that's profound. Me say, you're a house na doye ne comment no. It didn't come as a surprise to me. It didn't make us maybe or perhaps if there is a singular individual ebedru so we say one typical Alan Trematin fan, I have a conversation on a panel like this on a different radio station. Perhaps it's me, and I reserve the name of the radio station because to be very honest with you, I didn't like it. The matter on the table was about Mahmoud Bawumia. And so Omo invited me to go and speak to the matter. I of course I know that if it's about even 3 people speaking on the issues of Mahmoud Bawumia in the region, I will be one of them. Then any panel cry no minimum. So after me submission on no bear mun na me who say, oh yeah, say almost set the 2 heads together, pro Bawumia and pro Allah, and the kind of things that he said back on any the Hobson to be very honest with you, we and a best several warm rights, some go back to the drawing board and redefine how they want to have the conversation with delegates and with the Ghanaian public. Because angles are warm at every bar in discussing leadership within the new patriotic party. No? It's absurd. Some of them, where the angle they come from is horrible. You know, it is distasteful. And so I was definitely not surprised. Say, Obeto Bomsa. Let me establish my personal principle. The personal principle is that I have never ever mentioned the name Alan, and I say Alan Chematin, without starting with Chief. And that's how well I respect him. I don't also write his name Alan. I write Chief Alan consistently. Now, you are Compreko Kennedy Japan, Honorable Elrajo Gate, lawyer. Nyanga Samedishe of friends saying Adenimo. Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku. Minya Kwabnaji Japan. Any one more kahon some person one more banner
and I me.
One more a banner omo ebe contesting. So delegates at top abanma oma womuti omaye anymore. Who is not capable of doing it? Who is not competent of doing it? And the adentina SSA me Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a year and nipa mimi bonichidom bono ho dewru afritete Mrs. Amri. Na mitimi mama no etra ekokotia sampanimfo ye omudie mabbo mudin enyina. It will not come from me. What you say? If we say 2008, a dear army and clinching one touch victory, no, a internal party disunity. Nessa oh me now me candidate. Now candidate a winner. A fair na wo baba catch me say yenko na yenko ye campaign. One here now man I am a day. Say me no best stand shoulder to shoulder. See a campaign. But let's set the record straight. There is absolutely no formula. No formula that says who pick Christian Souter na oko pick as presidential candidate na oko kofa one friend say running mate from the north, Muslim north candidate as running mate. Thus, there is no formula like that. Hobson Adoya must get it clear into his cause. There is no formula like that. As a matter of fact, that formula is incomplete if you don't look at the reverse of the formula. And if you're talking about formula, which is a convention, then the other side of the formula, and so they say, if you pick a Christian, a Muslim north, you pick a Christian south as running mate. Way and a formula, a convention. It will come to a point where you can even pick south to contest election, depending on the circumstances. MPP constitution be na womu ya codify no say a formula. It's just a convention. Watch us here. And wa pom big time. Na wama ne candidate no percentage is what to say boom.
You think so?
I think so. Very much. Particularly if if Chief doesn't come out.
I'm come out maybe.
Condemn what he said. Yeah, politics and politics you reading meaning to so many things. Oh, reading so many things. If you don't come out to condemn, then it means you condone what he said.
How do you expect the party to deal with it? Asima funeral ba mebusa sa.
Wow. Party adwuma ye no. Ya na ye besipani ko ne haba yo. Ye tasino benyansafo. The gentleman has come out with an apology. If he's sincere about the apology, and this is the first time on what to bomb bisa, I think you can temper justice with mercy. What you say, but say or 2 second bomb, then if you say you can take serious action against him, and now say anybody or free that camp and so kokoto the same bomb be moi and run meet a gentleman be ewaha making spurious analysis. Look, you are Jerry John Rawlings, not all you ever. So, usher the ever population in Ghana relative to the entire population of Ghana. He is a singular candidate that for presidential elections will win over 57%. I think it was around even 58%. 1992. Even the second term or winning over 54%. Then Yera John Dramani Mahama Gonja. He also won and became president. So and who no free the majority group like the Akan group inquire and a more leverage in becoming president of the Republic of Ghana. Giving 2 examples are Masati. And he was sitting here giving spurious kind of analysis. What is that? Barack Hussein Obama, a black man. Well, we need 2 landslide victories in America. I am confident that at the moment, within the new Patriotic Party, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia is going to clinch a resounding victory from delegates.
The party na was a better heavy.
Look, I mean, we'll do party position.
Party officer, Mr. Party ni baby.
We'll do party position.
Obia.
The Bahuya Baha dance him about 3 times. Timidity dance the any day. Is so sad.
Munti.
Oh, me say.
Munti Obia.
The Bahuya dance him 3 times. In fact, programs are here. Bawumia and Komo, my dinner 1 million times. Timidity say, ye co prison or one. My ready young for handcuff from Ra.
Okay.
I respect the party. I respect the party rules. But if you say position holders, no, position holders, no, that is where they have to crack the whip.
Interesting.
Now me a lecturer, me to university campus, and me expressing my views about issues. Yes, me a party. Yes, I hold.
The position holder there, but I would say the party before can now what can companies official be my na day.
We didn't come on 8 years in you.
I know.
Now we didn't know my apostle.
I know.
And come on, dear Chan say, kukru ni jaya. Kike can be jay. Hopsi I'm a two bomb ya, and a pen can not tables I can once. No other two bomb ya, or there are 2 tables here and can see the. Not just say, Mahmoud Bow me own money, Nick Crown, Mimi didn't come on me to be with them. Na what me a cocofa a almost a friends a flag bearer ship from somewhere about 2 pounds. And I just say, what trouble woman at Tonquam.
Okay.
There must never be such comment. Tina me shasi and me cancer me more Chief Alan D. Ginreda.
All right.
And he said, oh, when and you're difficult. So my company, man. If you say, me no. Mi muna nimtia min kasantiano min chana dapa. This is what I'm talking about, and this is the kind of decency in politics I hear.
All right, Akom
Oyeniba enya medasi asemi ba em senche and so when koma ye diafa ho various platforms, especially various media platforms are or my engage ya de make bia no no na mesa aka wa ha
enke be ye fe se obia be kono se de ishak koni but
when about say
enya obia so na be ye ne sa entino I feel for the national executives.
Me amete ya koma amete when ba so obusa me a me focus nyina ne say 2025 na MPP na yede franka na maye
because the obi baye ebe contribute to say yentimi break 8 no owi onka yo do be ya ne say mo ye to aba ma say mo fa yin break mo ntimi fa ya break
exactly or in by hona me address me point ni free because ya hu be pen entinke ya say hu be pen na boasre wa ogege ne bagura no we ni ayede ato nchen sabe manu susum na so yese kwase di anki ntu ya sempre ni obia wo ho kwase
obi si bi wo asre wode na ba no ho nyane fe
ne ho nyane fe no
nyane nyane ne wo ntira
wo hendo but more importantly said the American we had ya 2024 ye the candidate beko yentimi nko elections ya yenyi obi se sabe ye nya obi a wo party nim and obia wode ne nkrata beko se yemfa ne mfam yen doso ne nkrata ne mana kwanya bia is competent na ya nhwe ne ya ntoto ye ne mawie enyi obi a meka se ye de ne kɔ a obetimi adi nkunim amaye na ye de ye ya ye fie ntokwa ɛhyase wɔ ha ne ye wi a ane ye ya na ne yakɔ so aye ma akɔbɔ ne fi yase hwɛ ye fra papa bi John Major was it disunity cost votes was it disunity it cost God votes and the time bia ye party na ye ni abre a ye pese ye wini power internal elections no role to play as ya nhwe ni yi ankrekra ebetimi ayi wo haw media de hia mesisi ni se mfie mienu a edi ya animu ye betimi anya kwanya na niyama Ghana fo ehwehwe se party ni baaye no yetimi aye no mo begina so ato aba no eno ne hia yen enya MPP fo nko ano hene we bekwa akoto aba no na ye koto aba no a wo hwe 08 yenti aye call ya mse am the report me ba ya na mi rafi na wo hwe findings a research ba ya wo behu se we are following the same trend e ba ya were ho sem se ye bewie ni ya ko e wo fie na afo ye de bekwa bonten a de ye kwa akohwehwe ne ye nsanka tumi no wo mo to aba no ho as delegates wo mo na wakwanya wo mo beyi se ho ana enko ne ye wie ne ye nyina ya boni chidom Almost a party and some the obia on a line. But yes, I can't ever be seen it is a choir, do you be out when the Sibre, Nenso Generally boom you know. And it's in Yano, I can't boom you know, I'm my friend of choir. See if you try to go from now, or he better to go from when your choir be moon. And until Anna Elizabeth Lesser, no cancer, some we say. I know that if you allow ourselves into the great lock of tribalism, we are into trouble. Enti ebabatwa enye region baako ena eto enye tribal baako ena eto eniama bebre na kekesi ani ema yetimi wi ni power mpenfo sitieti akra na botwa. And by our constitution even one hwe kra +1 no edaso no nti one hwe awuntimi ni nkunim nti obia o ka party ni hu bia hu hia enu nti na ya yempese obia begina any of this means say bia masore me tribe any religion ebi anu nti yentu aba mu awi no ayi nipa bi afiri ho no eno no de me akom de me nyintum because obi a we party ba na ofata bia betimi aba begina se yentu no so aba se de na yenua agyako kan yenua pani ofa ma mencha no pay tradition o adie ye nyina no ye nipa baako ene yaka ye ho abom with a common purpose. Enti diversity in unity enu na kire se obia wo fata se wo begina party ni bia no wo ho akwanya na ye nyina yakabom ni yakoyanim se party yen hyehyeye se yentu anamo bi na se ye ya party mani ye ni so a ye se de ode ahwede ba fi wona de anwansana ba ye o enu ntina ne ye kase se obie flat gate ya wa hwe nkrofo nso so be ye ne ye chance a ntina no so woni constituency officers ni betwitwe nkoma Saturday no. Now we were still emphasizing say yemfa enche wom na emum yenhwe kwan ya yebefa so a yebesia no but wa hwe ye obi beka so na mesema menya me de na nyina yemfa nche eno na me ka besi so say yentie na yetia ye common good ema party no adachi bia no say yenyina no tumi konkoden na de odin baba bia yeboni chidomo a yebetimi adinkunim de ntia ya mfitiase yempese yebetiti ye ho yebekeka ye ho ne say si nyina ye kabom ne ye to aba no ne ye wi a ene ye se MPP adinkunim enye candidate no ene adinkunim nanum na fata se obi benya bibia free party no se wo waban mu na ye nya bidi aboa ye ho ne ye nuanom ne ye various constituency ye timi enya bi nanse me de bani asemua na me hwe niema na me hye me nuanom opposition fo ni bi ni wo mo kasa ohene ba se wuko opposition a enemire mu a ubehu se ya papa me kra kom de bia mete wo maka kire se nkada kopɛ nanka se de Angel Gabriel ekɔ share Mary nkom se wo be wo babani bia ma ye de no aba baji o man bia si ho nanka yebehu sa ade no kra ade a ane nka prime minister kra ye nyai ne yemfa nko because it me gi 2 minute ye se de nkrofo bekɔ a ye bekɔ ne yakɔ akolusu na ye betimi nya nkambo mu a gina se ne ye bekora ye fi asem ewo the various fashions ya ashasi ya eba ya nhwi ya enu na ebe kwa akudi ewu enye de ya se de medinka aka na ebenya candidate ya de ne beko ena delegates no enya confidence we nipa bi no moto abama no a wono ne ye de ne ko si ye health work si ye bodi wa ha si ye bodi wa ha no ye to aba no wi a ene ye behu se asomasi ana obenten ene ye de ne ye de eko ba se ye betena fie na nu nti we afafa we se wona mebuafu we have a force me so mebuafu na at the end of the day no obi beka say we going to fight over spelt mark no mfaso obi amaso a hadwene pa. More importantly, last time I've been telling you on some of these what they say mantra me catch us here ye free be political sociometry ya na obusa me ho asem hono na menu ayi shark e ka no se wan hwe yie na ne nipaku bi nam ana ho ni individual bi nam a obetima ba ye badua kro asa badua san wonu nti ebetimi ama de fefe fata no kra ahwere and sometimes so you leader na unkrofo bi kochiwa na so mo ko ba bi emfata also call them in order or call them into order sade no mo ye no emfata se wan kasa na uye din a na che se won so fo asaso me ho bi kra na won soma awo mo enti we mu nyina ye niema a wohene ba se obi kasa mo afa ho se me akometi han na obi kasa mo afa me ho na nya machitafo yes wo mne nipa no be committee makase munyai munye din ne breni du a ebehu kwan ye de no be fa so said na no obi te dobonzo osma mesi abrosan I'm familiar with Uncle Canada, MP no about one to mommy. Or no one I can say. I say any pano crano. Aye,
Menina Junipa.
Minko Sabro say. And sa now men familiar with Uncle Canada. No, we say I come to me at the MP. What kind of catch a chita for some munyai? Now we cried the way of Simu say. And it sounds something in every pepper point.
One delegate,
one car,
one
visa,
one American scholarship.
And so say any panel or cancer or anybody. Ebi kura sabi won ne de gina ho se ye hwem abraba amaba o man baby a but ni nyina wo politics but say ne kwan e be fa so e be kura some of these emerging issues ni nyina ka ho bi o kan say ya nka bo nsem boys ya ts mu wan ye kwa akobo no ye kwa nse da bi enti ne da bi ya na me ka bi be friend political tolerance ni nyina ye part ye play e wo mu e betima boa ma yetimi akoye ni mu wasomdue mu I always say ye be da sorry 2025 na ya so in na me hye me amatare fita na betena ha eno na meka se chama Wontumi kro Wontumi ni asase maka kire wo and you say there ye bompa ye say ye economic indicators eniema Ghana fo behwe so ato aba maye na eno no mo ye priority because ye di even kro angel ba ebe gina ho na temamu o manfo ye say eniema ya ye nso mo ani a enkonkusi ya ga Ubia betima support the candidate. Ye yakɔ primaries, ye bɛkɔ campaigns ahodoɔ for the various candidates. Ye wie na afei ye bompa ye nyina ye hwese na Nando Danko Akufo-Addo His Excellency. Eniema ahodoɔ a wi ase ye din a ye su se ye pese ye bounce back the economy no. Ye betime gina on nkrofo gina so ato aba mai. We shouldn't forget to say there are floating voters ya wɔn no de ye internal issues a ye emfa no ho a wɔn no ade a wo gina so ato aba ne se na setena mu ayeyie. Enu nti media ma ho adin nyina me wo bia yese ye betime nya economy a nipa dodo ewum ebehu so ampa aban ka se obeye we wode ose ayo ye a oguso a wo ya ye nkakra ye pagya economy no enu will be the main yastic enkrofo ebegina so ato abama ye the other people me floaters a wo no de wo hwe the conditions a ewo ewiase ne oman mu ha no mo gina so ato aba ye wi a obia ye beyi no bia delegates be ka se me to be akomen to be ye you bia ye babo ni chidom ye mfantiti mu bia mase we wa ha eno na menu echa ke kaze so wo ka asemu afa o candidate ho a enkose obi. That is what we do about politics. Say a free yeti ha na me ne nya dwen we ni me ideology line so na say me kamedia me enkose free ye emfa nya hwi because wan hwe yi kura na say bi kura bibi ko si no no ne de ne kwansem a wo ka fa no nyina wo platform bia so a wontimi nsa nko paper wa no wahu you say touch my pro and some of these comments you make about people they say woman especially the derogatory ones a ba yetimi di say woman no nyina nya de efe part de oye de ya wantwi be de ebeba because efie bia no mensa wom ye ya efie asem ne yedie but ye nyina no so emaniema ye de be kwabontia akoton ne nkonkosai see ye papa Alan beba wo see ye papa Dr. Mahmoud ba umi beba wo true delegates no eni obi a modern mo se dem benifo kan se amfo be kire ne nto aso no eno ne be gina so ne nyina ya ta akiri se asumasi ena ye mfa ne nko ne nyina ye nko ta akiri ba yes a sha se ya we ne ba
Dr. Fiye difficult times for the national executives.
Ohine ba mame chairman Wontumi chairman na machia majority leader also chairman chair na ohine ba chairman ko make comment eko ka say baumia na jidi say ono jidi ni kofo bi say ono oswoko na amanfo huri gina ya kum na the American say what the work because material baby class ni amuso mun train sense inti say no ishak eye na adwen say ono so eko eye work e watermali na yakase won train sense ya obetwa sense. You see, and you ever be Sunday, Obi Shiama, sorry, he was so as a worker Sakranusu, and I'm just saying, party no, what ya? And Papa, and they found those you. And you see, when people meet you and they are expressing how omufili, when some you may be a kokoswa. They are very, very serious. In Tiabaka, what they did is un-Christian and un-Islamic. And it should never happen. I'm talking about what we see in our statement. Now, may I have a problem with the statement in our Alan Chelmatin campaign? Even though you have waka, wababe pacho, also I withdraw near one for that twisted. Now, said, being I see a wasun. And I also wear your say Obeka because of communication. You intended to communicate this. Now, what communicated there? Now, Mr. Ishake can be said, I was a chief in Incrophobia by apologize.
No.
Like on declare. Yes. Yes. And I think that would be the best way to cover the brand in our beton. You see, me marketing. Oh, Tonwa dia, and Kose will be there. Focus on what your product or your service will deliver and solve the customer problem. They will compare. No, even though comparative, advertisement. But comparative analysis does not mean that you are going to degrade at least diffuse or destroy somebody's product. And even it's unethical. We promotion. I also condemn will be there. And I say we say will be there. But how come say we bet me way now? Voodoo analysis be just like that. Or because we don't do things like that. And when it comes to politics, I want to say tradition. In politics, where is the tradition? A come the nipa, what you light, or your way, the problem, cement in why was the tradition. He wants somebody that will solve his problem. And nobody should make a mistake. Say, Sebi, I can't nebeti me lady why tradition. That should be out because there's no account person obey leader without the support of other regions obey me winning elections. And Mr. Ishak was making reference to Rollins as a Votarian. Minority, like number no Wontumi, but they were President Rollins won a lot of elections and even one of the longest leader in the country. That is in our republic. And Tisa ideology necrophobia form, they should be very, very careful. Me personally, I would say that Dr. Bawumia Kwa, that is my view. Because if you look at the leadership, now ya can phone kwa now Bakachem says how can some review. What would the other part of the region will look at? And the answer is yes, incompetent. Well, competent, but we has a record to or record a bit me approval. And sometimes we balance everything. Politics is about mathematics and is about strategy. And Timobia may enforce on the say chinchina. Who person we are one now the big now create confusion in the party. I'm happy say within the shortest time no Hobson Abepacho now we will draw neyi but I didn't atoni panadrim no atoni panadrim and campaign now will destroy Alan's campaign. I'm telling you because people will think that is the mindset of Nkrofo Omudinechi and the chief I'm the society and I say one condemn the belief is that that is the concept and we projected Alan to be. Alan is a competent person. Alan is more than qualified to be the president. Nobody dispute about that. But what time Wunipa? Now for other issues in the realm. Why do you have to say and go for the Hanomofa? Where would the Hanomofa? We don't do that. We don't do that. Or personal reasons, or personal perception and other way now. Fine. Don't go into those things. Now, cause say nipano. Now you say wait. Who say anywhere? Now the old nipa corner we near. Are you going to sell the same or going to market the person? Into a hineba. Yes. Oh, on the 9.5 you know. As you know, I say nipa na wi. Sabi who na abegina ho ka wo wofa and I say will be crying let's say the vice president and I say yeah. We don't have said that those things. ɛyɛ na man for secular interest, it's personal interest minti no ma ya no ma kan se ma di nipa no ma yen basa e now we are now wasa back. We don't do politics like that. You hear ton nipa. I quite remember when we hear you say Wontumi, the focus is on Wontumi. Yes. Sell your brand. Now me so men ton me there, you don't destroy somebody's brand and yes you. And in politics now, no why we say who say be now your advantage and what gufu. Because I did back to ni padri and that is why I'm looking at say most of Munkrof for be here you dissociate no more they condemn it so that we will know that enya dia because obu ha sometimes if me home to me said that casem me person me katu wiem na me hwe the we response ne betie e be yi ma sa retro minim say enya so ma sa retro so eti na don't think say wo ye we no na the other camp no so te wo hwe just maturity and the party interest, so they should be very careful amongst ourselves. No, among for the young to very very careful. Cotton nipa and country and for tribal issues be a cotton. We yeah cotton nipa net turn wow people will benefit, and that is what people want to hear. People want to get people that will solve their problems, not here and there anyway. Nipa number generation the mindset of the current generation is solving their problems and not whatever. Until Kofa Bibi now the basis him not tribal issues if somebody that will come from voter region will solve my problem, that's a me bush you solve my I don't know farmer the obey me solve my problem. And that is how we should be very careful, and the account group should be very careful. Maybe
Isaac
a special announcement from Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Yes.
Is we announcer.
Aye.
Special. A azamwa makane pain. My say intimu biem. Me kind of first I would di Bawumia ho dance. And so the first time I'm say Wontumi television morning show me kasa asem no eniye. Osi saying Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say obia wo penasem obia wo tanachi obia wo bonichi dom ma kasa honte. Let me repeat. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say obia wo penasem obia wo support no obia wo bonichi dom ma kasa honte. Ni titru memma wanon tra en konko diatem e wo bia gua wonim se oni ne besi akan.
All right.
Nempo se ekofri wo mo ho ba wo mo bia ho ba se obetumi a yano e wa ho brasiem se ontumi nso so a
da
janasa. This is the political message. Wadima na titanfo ne wo mo boni chidom nyina. And it makes me convinced. Say, if there is a singular candidate, a betimia and united the party for election 2024 and the victory of election 2024. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia.
Every day.
Sexual corruption amongst women in Ghana hit 2.6% and 1.1% in men for the year 2021.
What's the
sexual corruption amongst women in Ghana hits 2.6% and 1.1% in women in men for the year 2021 to 2022.
Sexual corruption. Mentasa chechim. Sexual corruption is there.
Say ukope bibi na ye demand say bibi sexual yibi ban sana.
Chechim.
Hey,
sexual corruption. hit 2.6 among women.
Aye.
Education. Yes, young test of corruption.
What my friend I catch no. My friend I catch no. What the sexual corruption. Say, who could be? Now say
sense for grade. And
I think I will make it.
Job interview appointment.
Oh yes.
They say
and there's sexual corruption.
And I'm say across 2.6 in women. And not just say a man and as a man man.
You demanded man more like that. You know say.
And I say man to the
1.1.
And I am 1.
Sure, die.
Say
die. Coach, chief executive me the reverse is
the man so see penny for almost be
now we are by force. What are you talking about?
Say bia kawo akom ne bia wo page me na the Obama the final authority the Oba no say wa man ne wa na me fa na na ide
I dey say the because me konko no ware for
we ware for cry ya we ada nwa na
me le bi no wa I research you do it side
say no ye corruption. You were corruption time.
Merit mem.
Merit 2.6. And a mom you tell me money 1.1. Some mini shack. And a man to mode pa.
Oh, that be said again.
Mini shack copetuma. Let you mini shack. Nothing about yourself in the family shack and open one. See me.
And it's a corruption.
And you say,
now wait. Ubaka fried rice on Sunday credit now also for the free
what are you talking
on Sancho
no that much man go
on the money upon because if I
so soon so big
the man catch to say you value power no aye wono because you anu aye no mo namo a mo opposition no so unim sene nansen omo niamatia na ye power kakra no ye wono ayem ye ni nso so ye be ya de bia power no be hwere menu akofi nti wasokore mampo assemblyman kofi mechia upa ubadwuma wasokore mampo ho
kwaku boate mafo ne na poku frefrese me musa say o ma nka ba bi etasi
o ma ga ba bi he adai ba bi
o ba bi o mutai sa de ntia mema no research na ankyere o mo nkasa almost say research no ankyere se bia institution wey anase bia hanoma anase bia community wey na sa ye ne ta ko so
ba bia wonu anya experience ti no kasa no
ya mu
interest ye nka ba bia ye nka ba bia si ye
kuma fu iri ni ha hwiye
na poku frefrede el ka na ye no mai na
no poku de
jano o to ko hia no hia wo de ye dai wo de ye dai ka ye se wonyai
ebi e so review research no
go 2022 mai inti ye hwem ebi a wa bia ne akoya
limitation that's
ai
I'm sorry na DJ